tell you right there. Because then I know. Because then you've kept.
What's up?
Oh, yeah.
That's been kept.
Oh, no.
What's up?
You're campaigning to Paris?
Me?
Yeah.
No, we're talking about game.
I mean, you shit-talked your entire game the last 2 days.
What?
What?
No. I should talk to everyone's games, not hers.
Paris the most. You blew her game up. So
Oh, come on, Johnny.
you're trying to get her back on your side. It's a
Why are
little
you
bit
being
sad.
like this?
I'm being like this because this has been on for like an hour in here.
What?
What's to say? Paris, I had your back this entire game. Jokes.
Wow, rude.
Just saying.
Hey, for real.
Yeah. Just saying.
Okay.
I just know that promises come from a place of like total fakeness. So I heard them myself just before you went up.
All right. Well, I politely ask you to leave if you're going to do this.
Yep. But just know that of every single person, as you went through all the people, Derek, you shat on her game the most. And
How?
that's the damn truth.
I said,
Damn.
Paris, I'm sorry, but you were talking about Johnny.
I just can't imagine you guys positioning yourself right now and thinking that you're going to try to appeal to these guys and say that you're going to work with them. You said those three were the weakest. They're floaters. They're sheep. They don't belong in this game. And when
What
you were
are
trying to get me
talking
on your
about?
side,
Why are you in here doing this?
I'm just like, it's bizarre to me. I thought for sure you would
What's
just kind of
bizarre?
stick to your truth. Otherwise, you were like absolutely bullshitting your entire way through this game. So
bullshitting my way through the game. How have I bullshitted my way through the game?
making single deals week to week to week, trying to appeal to people's senses, trying to position
Single
yourself.
deals. Kayla and I have been the biggest targets all game. All it's
why
been
you've
is
had to
people
make so
coming
many
and just
single deals,
saying
probably.
okay to them. That's all I've ever
But
said.
just in this instance, it's like funny to me. Like
Okay.
you
It
said
can
so
be
much
funny
about her
too.
game, man. You said so much about her as a person. Like and now you're trying
In
to appeal
front
to her
of
saying-
everybody.
In front of me, especially when you went through every single person and listed so much about Paris, all the deals, her being good
What
with
do you
everyone.
mean? I told you what happened. I said, yeah, I told her just now. I talked about the real deal, that I talked about 86, that we talked about all these things.
Yeah.
We've already talked about all this stuff.
And how
So why are
she
you bringing
is
this up
lying
again?
to everyone's face, how she can't make it further in the game, how
I never ever said that she's lying to people's face and can't make it further in the game.
yeah.
Make
You
it
said
further
she
in the
makes
game.
finals
We're
and she
sitting
wins
here
over
on
everyone
day
and she can't get there.
53.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But I mean, when it was time for you to try to stay off the block, you appealed to me saying, you, me, Ali, Liv, Kayla, final five. Those three need to get out. Those three are like not worthy of this game. They need to be cut.
There's no such thing as
Hoping
people
that
not
buy
being
into it,
worthy
right?
about this game.
I mean,
man.
it's-
We've
I-
all gotten to this place
yeah.
a certain way.
I'm just saying, like,
And we've talked about this. We've already talked about stacking
know.
up social game versus
know.
comps versus all this stuff.
I
There's
know.
no such thing as not being deserving.
It's just there's a difference between like weaving here and saying like this is my absolute utmost truth. I promise. Then when it doesn't work out, okay, now I need to go to that person and weaving over here and saying like this is
Is
my
that the
absolute
same
truth.
as lying in front of the
Promise.
entire house, saying that you didn't vote for Will when you did, and
I
you
think
actually really
that
wanted to keep
a
Erica?
moment of trying to keep a relationship and saying that to everyone is different from trying to just every
I
single
don't think
week
it's different. I
lying to
think
each
I think a
person.
lie is a lie. I'm not lying to everybody. I'm not lying to single people. I'm just talking truth openly in front of everybody.
Is it truth?
Yeah, it is. Like I've done from the beginning of the game, Johnny.
What?
Yeah.
Everyone knows that's not true.
Who's everyone knows
It's
that's
as
not
much
true.
as you saying that you're new to this game, you have no idea what Big Brother is. Not a single person in this house believes that, buddy.
It's completely true. You'll find out after.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I've never watched a full season,
it's
man.
one on the list, I'm sure, of potential lies that Derek has said with very convincing eyes and utmost truth and this and this and this and this. And it's
So
just
you're
like-
literally coming in here to try and throw me under the bus, using that you think I know more than the game than I don't, when I
think that
actually
is-
do not.
That's something I can bring up that doesn't bring a lot of harm. I think there's a lot of things in this game that you brought out with those like very convincing sort of like this is my absolute truth face, and it's not. And every single person knows it because you've been making deals with every single person.
Me personally?
How can you possibly have deals with
How have I
Ali Liv?
personally
How can you have
been making deals with
Paris? How can you
everyone?
have deals with Maddie? How can you have deals with Will? Then that all doesn't work out. Then you come to me, you try to make a deal with me as well, and you want to just keep moving, swerving, lying in order to get people on your side. Like
When did I
you think
come and
you're
make a
gonna keep
deal
them
with-
like the triple that's you're selling to them right now? It's a joke.
What? What do you mean?
You're gonna cut Ali Liv and me, like. Obviously me, but Ali Liv, you've been working with them this whole game too. Like, if you're gonna leave these three intact for the final five, absolutely not.
Not working with them. We've
Okay.
had an agreement because it made more sense to keep both of us around.
And when you guys were
until
inside the room with
triple.
me, it was very much like, oh, he knows about us. He knows it's fine. Like, what we can all work together. We're the strongest five in this game. Let's do this. You wanted to keep Ali Liv on your side and Kayla with me in this house as like the strongest group because you
The
were with
only
those
reason
four,
I
so adding
ever
me to it
pitched
made
that,
sense.
Johnny, is so that I wouldn't go on the block. What happens when you're about to go on the block? You say whatever you have to say to not go on the block.
Yeah.
That's why I said that.
In this case, where you need to keep Kayla, you say whatever you need to say in order to keep Kayla, and that's what's going through.
Not
your mind
true.
Right now. Very true.
Not
this entire
true.
game, you said what you
Bro-
need to say.
Here,
Yeah.
trust has been broken with every single person in this entire house. Now it's everyone's duty, which I think they should try and do, is to go and rebuild trust with people that they've trusted the longest. So I'm trying to rebuild trust, and I'd love to
Paris?
give you the time of day for me to rebuild some trust.
Yeah, go for it.
Thank you. So could you please leave?
No.
Yeah.
I
So I'm
don't
done
wanna leave
talking.
right now.
I have nothing else to say.
Okay.
All you're doing is coming in and saying that I've lied the entire game, and I
Yeah.
have not.
In an attempt to interrupt the conversation.
And I've
so to,
barely,
like, walk out
I've
politely,
personally
not doing
barely
that.
even talked much game the entire game.
Yeah.
My whole game has been talking personal and being good personally and all that kind of stuff.
I mean, you've been talking with Kayla, letting Kayla do the talking while you sit back looking pretty.
Well, whatever you think, we're playing is up to you to decide what you think.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, you can sit here and scheme like you do all day, whatever you're coming up with, and that's cool.
Yeah.
Keep that to yourself.
Yeah.
You don't have to talk about it openly when I'm trying to have a chat with Paris here. So
It's just sly, right? And
Yeah.
I feel like it needs to be known.
cool. Coming from the guy that has a real classy game because he put the longest people on slot in
I don't
for
think my
2
game's
days
classy.
again.
I've never claimed to have a classy game. I'm proud of the way I played this game, but I wouldn't put classy
Okay.
as one of the lines.
Neither would I.
No,
Okay.
especially when it comes to you guys.
Cool.
But give
that
people
it?
a break.
What do you mean give people a break?
Like,
I've talked zero game with anyone at all. And Paris and I wanted to have a chat and air some stuff out, and that's what we're doing.
you've been in here
and now
for
you're
like
coming in here
2
and
hours. Ugh.
when have I ever come in here and been like, Johnny, you've been talking to this person or this person for hours?
I just,
Should we end this for now?
How much game chat have you actually seen me do, like, at all?
it's the same kind of game chat you gave me when I was HOH, and I know that's exactly what's coming out of you right
I'm talking
now.
this week. You're like
Which is,
breaking
like,
in here being like,
bullshit.
oh, I've been in here for an hour, like doing all this game chat and stuff. Like, I've done nothing but walk around, sit in the backyard, cook slop, and do fucking nothing.
Yeah.
And I have one game chat this entire week. And you have to march in and be like, oh yeah, this, and you've lied all game, and you've done this, and you've thrown
Yeah.
on the bus, and you've done this, and you've done this.
I'm-
coming from Mr. fucking Johnny's army, who's good with every single person in the house, but better with a few, and better not so good
You
with a
can't
few.
possibly think that's
So-
true if you were telling me earlier that I'm not good with every person else and every person else wants me out. That's why I should
I
work
never
with
sold that
right?
to you.
Right? So
You're
which
the one
is
that's been
it?
selling to me that you've been good with everyone the entire game.
Up until
Up until
the exact
what?
same point we're talking
Up
about.
until you
In
lied in
your
front of the
HOH,
house and
every
blew your
single
own
person
game
wanted
up.
you
That's
out.
what happened.
I mean, is it blown up right now? I'm HOH. Your girlfriend's
You
about
are.
to go home. Not
Okay.
blown up, buddy. There's plenty of chance there.
So I don't understand why you're gonna come in here and act like, oh, my
In
girlfriend's
an
about to go
effort
home and
to
stuff.
ensure that Kayla goes home, that's why.
Okay.
Because that's what I want.
Well, you've made your effort then.
And I think it's enough.
Good.
I
You
think
can
your
leave.
effort-
You've made your effort. You can leave the room.
I think your effort needs to also stop in this instance because it's cringy. a little
Okay.
bit. And I feel like allowing it to
You don't
continue
even know what
on
my
just makes
effort
me
is,
feel
man.
like
We're
it.
just sitting here talking.
I see your face though. I know that face. I know exactly what, your
face?
effort is. The face of lies, my buddy. Like it's just not truth. And
Okay.
if Paris can't see it, then, which maybe she can. I'm not going to speak for her, but if she can't see it, then it's like I think I need to come in here and just make it very clear.
Okay.
That's what's happening.
Well, I appreciate you making that clear. You've obviously made everything apparent. So can
Yeah.
we please finish our conversation now?
You can,
Thank you.
because I choose to leave.
Jeez. Oh.
So I hope that really doesn't change anything.
Oh man.
I didn't want to know more than I do now. It's just because he knows. Like how is he campaigning for fucking Allie Liz? Stupid.